Last thing, just as a fan, man, as a spectator, how would Errol Spence fare just jumping all the way up to 116 fighting at Canelo? Was that a smart move or?
Money-wise, a smart move.
Yeah, smart move.
It's definitely a smart move money-wise. I don't know. Errol is very strong for 147. But Canelo is, like I said, I feel like Canelo is #1 pound for pound right now, and Canelo has defense, and he hits hard, you know. So I don't think I can't see Errol beating Canelo. If he does beat Canelo, that'll be, you know, that's history, right? That'll be history for Errol. You know, that's a big time. You know, that'll be a very, very big reward for Errol if he can beat somebody like Canelo.
How are you guys so defensively sharp, and yet you guys still hit hard? Like you and Canelo, you're like one of the very few fighters that you guys are defensive wizards, and then you can hit hard, you can knock your opponent out. So it's like a double-edged sword here with you guys. Like, how do you guys keep that power, man? Is it natural?
Well, the power is natural. You know, the power is natural. So, like, I know y'all just getting on me now, but when I was in the amateurs, I was just a raw fighter. I just came forward. I just put my hands like this and just came forward and just hit people as hard as I can. So I always had power. You know, no matter what, I always had power. So now it's just, you know, put a little defense on it, and you know, the power don't go nowhere. You know, just because you can move defensively, the power is still gonna be there no matter what. You know, most people get it mixed up because you look at people like Floyd and you look at people like Pernell Whitaker and like Willie Pep. You know, they were so defensive because they couldn't punch. You know, there wasn't big punches, so that's why they were so defensive. But you know, if you put now, like, you know, you got fighters just like me and like you like Canelo and stuff, we can't be defensive, but we still got pop at the end of it too. So
yeah. What was that fight last time? What was that fight that made you transition to a defensive fighter? Because if I recall, the earliest I saw you was Joel Diaz Jr. You knocked him out. It was an impressive showcasing of power, and then next thing I know, you're like this defensive wizard, and I'm like, I know you had that all the time, you knew it, but when did you started making that switch? Well,
to be honest, I've been had it. You know, I've been, like, in the gym, I always do it all the time, you know, but in the fights, like, my whole thing, like, in my heart, I'm a fighter. Like, I love to go out there and just fight, you know. Sometimes I want to take the punches to see what they got, and I just love to fight, my whole thing. So it all depends on what I want to do. My
opponent,
coach,
like what your opponent brings to it, does it have
basically, but every time when I'm in the locker room warming up before the fight, my coach always be like, look, don't get hit, don't get touched this first round. You know, that's what he told me this fight, that's what he told me the last fight. He was like, you don't have to get hit, don't get hit if you don't want. But sometimes I just like to go in there and just go ahead and just mix it up, just, you know, because I'm a fighter by heart, you know. But yeah, it all depends on what I want to do.
Can you comment real quick on that moment when he caught you after the bell? It looked like he rocked you.
Oh, he definitely did. Oh, he rocked me. But you know what? I never been rocked like that in my life.
Well, it was unfair. He caught you. You weren't ready for it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm saying, but I never been hit like that. It was definitely off guard. I turned and it hit me and stuff like that. So, but I never been rocked like that in my life. But it showed me that I can really take a punch, because it was just like bam, and then everything was back. Like, I cleared up so fast. You know, even if it was clean inside the fight and we had 2 minutes left to go, 3 minutes left to go, I recovered so fast. So I know, like, my leg, because my training camps are hard, so my legs are very, very strong. So now I know, like, I can get hit with a big punch like that, and I recovered. Boom, I recovered. It was just like, soon as it hit me, boom, and I felt it, and then it was gone the next second. So yeah, I know I can recover.
Do you feel you put boxing on notice now, with what you're doing now? Do you feel people now that Regis Prograis is here? Do you feel that?
I feel like, I definitely feel like that now. Yeah, I felt like that a while ago, but now, of course, every fight you could get more and more fans, and that's just how it goes.